on here? Am I live the right way? I don't even know what the hell's going on. Oh man, what the fuck? This is ridiculous. I don't know why, but Streamlabs changed the whole thing. If anybody's in here, can they tell me, like, if we're live under the thing that I'm supposed to be live under, or is there something wrong here? Please tell me what is going on with this. Why did Streamlabs change their software, man? Come on. Oh my god, dude. This is the worst when they change things. I don't even think it's working. I think I'm streaming privately. What the hell is this? Oh my god, dude. Are you serious? Oh boy. Why don't I see anybody in here? I gotta go check this. I don't see anybody in the chat either. It says nobody's watching and it says nobody's in the chat. But that doesn't sound right. I can't even see a chat. Streamlabs updated their app and it's all different and it doesn't look right at all. So let me just go see what's going on because I can't even see a chat. Oh, we're all live. What's up, everybody? 51 people watching. What's going on, bro? What's up, Colleen? No, I thought we might be live, but I wasn't sure. Okay, what's up, everybody? What's going on? We're just going to fix this though, because dude, Streamlabs changed their whole friggin' phone thing. I like the stream in the car because I get more vitamin D and everything like that, and I get in the sun a little bit. You know what I mean? I was just out back playing with the kids, and I'm gonna go back out back and play with the kids again. So I'd like to do that. What's going on, bro? What's going on, everybody? It says nobody's watching me on my phone. I can see it. I can see you guys though on the computer. What's up? What's up, Sammy Skull? Botch Club is here, man. Check Botch Club out on TikTok and Instagram. What's up, Karen Modi? So we're gonna talk about the Undertaker and all these other things, but I want to just fix my stream and figure out why it's doing this. Let's see. Where's the chat? Streamlabs updated I didn't know they updated their app, so as soon as I started the stream, I was like, well, wait a minute, this don't look right. So I'm just gonna try to see if I can get the chat to pop up, because without the chat, that really sucks. I don't even know what happens with donations at this point, based on what I'm looking at here. I don't know what the hell. Oh, here we go, event list. Well, I see you guys' donations and stuff, I think. But I don't see... Oh, there's the chat. Okay, now I got the chat back a little bit. It's weird, though. It's different. It's a different chat. It's kind of weird. I don't know. Well, if somebody ends up donating, I guess we're going to find out if they work or not. But either way, who cares, I guess. It'll just be a shorter stream, probably. I won't be able to see the chat as much. What's up, Steve Calan? How you doing, Steve Calan? What's up, brother? What's up, Colleen? Yeah, Undertaker signed a 15-year deal. It's not the last time we're seeing him. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's... See, that's the thing, is like we can talk about the last time. Thanks, Drew. It could be the last time that we're going to see him wrestle somebody. You know, it's going to be the last time we see him at a pay-per-view. Is it the last time we see him as the Undertaker? So maybe Mark Calloway is going to appear and we'll do shows and do things like that and do interviews and stuff like that. But maybe he won't, you know, wrestle as the Undertaker again. He won't come out with that entrance again. You know, I don't know. He's going to come out at the Hall of Fame though, right? So, you know, I don't know what it means, last appearance. You know, it's too bad that there isn't a bigger meaning behind last appearance, last ride, last whatever with the Undertaker, because it really should mean something really special. And it's just like the more you do this, the more you kind of take away, you know, the meaning of the Undertaker and the goodbye and the whatever else. So it really kind of messes up that whole thing, in my opinion. So I wish they would fix that, you know. Anyway, I'm gonna head back outside again since it looks like I fixed everything. Still working on the house, so there's tons of stuff everywhere. Dude, it's such a nice day, you wouldn't believe it. It's such a nice day out, it's insane. I was out earlier in the sun, just like I almost was whacking off to the vitamin D or whatever. Colleen says, let's see, let's get this rolling here. Get some water. What's up? I feel like this new app that they have going on is more stuttery. Looks more jittery and stuttery than the other one ever looked. I don't know what the hell they did, but this update is weird. Like, I see myself stuttering everywhere. That didn't used to happen before. So this is really weird, how stuttery the screen is. And I can really see the signal and how everything's going a lot better, too. Maybe they lowered the bit rate. I wonder if they lowered the bit rate down a bunch or something I haven't looked at yet. Maybe it's retirement of the character. Yeah, I mean, maybe that's what it is, but we'll still see him doing stuff. Antonio Brown is staying at Tom Brady's house. Yeah, he's gonna bang his wife. I think Brady will do anything to make Antonio Brown happy so he has somebody to throw the ball to. You know what I mean? It seemed that way up here in Foxborough. You know, so 15-year deal and a farewell. Yeah, it's kind of weird. What's up, guys? How does the stream look to you guys? Because it looks weird to me. And the chat isn't loading the way the chat normally loads. I don't understand. Oh my god, dude, the jittery is throwing me off big time. I'm wondering if the reason why my screen is jittery and why I look all jittery is because they're taking the preview video and they're lowering it. That way it doesn't eat up your phone's usage and stuff like that, so it can stream better. But are you guys seeing this jittery like me? I'm seeing it like a strobe light. Does this look strobe lightish to you guys? Or is it just me? Let me, oh god, the chat's all fucked up, man. This, I don't know what Streamlabs did, but the chat is ridiculous. It's like not even, it's not scrolling for me like it normally would. I gotta go find stuff. Stream looks normal to you guys, and the stream, it keeps blinking in and out. Oh my god, dude, this is annoying as hell. Holy hell, I can't see the chat. Well, I guess Streamlabs killed this ability to do this stuff. Good lord, this is terrible. Like, it's going back to DJ Scandalous saying, oh god, he's something himself, like from like, that was like 10 minutes ago. Colleen Schmitz, don't dox yourself, like that was from way earlier. It's showing me that message right now. Like this, and it keeps blinking on and off and then showing up at a different time of the chat. So like the chat's fucked up, man. Now it's saying, Joe, you live. Like, and that's from earlier. So I don't know if Streamlabs is watching. I don't know if Matt's watching from Streamlabs, but whatever you guys did to this phone app, it sucks. I'm sorry. I'm going to message them after this. I've been friends with them for a long time because when they first started, they used to talk to me and some of the people who run the deal. So this is a mess. I've been trying to be live for 30 minutes and I wasn't able to get live at 2. I was going to go live at 2 o'clock, and it's just now that we're live because of this problem. I'm probably not going to stay on much longer. I can't even read what you guys are saying. It does look glitchy, Jake Roberts says. I have a brand new phone, like a new phone. It's not me, so like it's definitely some kind of update or whatever with stream. It looks all different. They changed the whole thing around. I can't even click on event list and get to the event list. Holy hell, is this a problem? I can't even get rid of Drew off my screen, who sent me a Facebook message. Oh my god, this is a mess, bro. This is crazy looking. What up, Mr. Kincaid? How you doing? I think I can see you. find out if the super chats even work, if they ever do. Let me see. Dude, what in the world did they do to this app? Wow. This was going to be a real big thing we needed to talk about here, too. With the Undertaker. What the hell?
Pour me a beer. You've got a new subscriber.
What's going on? Usmali, how you doing, bro? Well, at least we know the alerts are kind of working. Thank you, Usman Ali. What's up? What's going on, bro? I think Undertaker's going to be the American Badass at the pay-per-view. Oh my god. Well, I mean, I think it's the last appearance, though. Why would he? That would be really bad, right, if he did that. You know what I mean? Oh, it looks a little bit better now. I lowered it to 480p, and I feel like we're a little bit better now than we were. I don't know. Who knows with this new app? They're probably having all kinds of problems. There's a little indicator at the top, and it tells you how many people are watching, and it says 0 are watching. So that's the other thing, is I don't even know how many people are watching me. Like, that, the thing don't even work. It's a big lie. Sting will confront him. Merchandise is just to make us believe Sting is gone for the surprise. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised about that either, to be honest. I was thinking about that when they removed Sting. It's all just to be like, oh, he's gone. Maybe he's going to AEW. Then he shows up in WWE after that and confronts The Undertaker. And then you get Sting and Undertaker at WrestleMania. Undertaker gets the Hall of Fame at WrestleMania. And then he signs for 15 years.
Super Chat Party.
Not bad. What's up? What's up, Drew? Drew, did you just donate to see if it worked? Yeah, you did. 99 cents. Yeah, you did. Thank you, Drew. What's up, Drew? Drew checking on the super chats. It looks like it's working. I'm seeing comments now from the villain that says beard, and Kieran says, wow, blue sky. I wish the last match was for Undertaker. Could have been something with the Undertaker. I don't know. Dave, what up, Dave? C-Man. The chat is all over the place on this app right now. This app is all fucked up, dude. What are they? Dude, I wish you guys could see it. The whole chat box, instead of scrolling up and down. On the old app, sometimes it would get stuck and you'd have to, like, do that to make it work again. But scrolling up and down, instead of doing that, it blinks. It blinks off and then comes back on at, like, 10 minutes ago in the chat. And then blinks off and then comes back on current. And then blinks off and comes back on, like, under something from a while ago. It's fucking weird. Like, this makes no sense at all, what they did with the chat. Like, they fucked this whole thing up. Plot twist, The Undertaker. Oh, see, it just disappeared. I was about to read your comment and it just disappeared. I don't know what to do with this.
Dunkachino? Say hello to my chocolate blend.
You'll be back on Patreon November 12th, Joe. Miss being on the shows, but these trolls are too much. Still love you, man.
Yeah, Junebug, unfortunately, you know what, though, Junebug? I love you to death, bro, but you're hanging around with the crowd that is those, like, people. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying to you, like, that's the crew that are those people, you know what I mean? Like, you should get away from that, you know what I mean? Thank you, Junebug, and dude, you don't ever have to tell me when you're coming back on Patreon or whatever. I know you're around, bro, it's all good. I love you, dude. And I can help you out with your stuff, too, by the way, that you were having trouble with earlier. Thank you, Junebug. At least we know that the super chats work, since I can't read the chat at all. Appreciate that, man. I wish Streamlabs would fix this new version of their app. This kind of sucks. But yeah, dude, yeah, you're gonna get, you know, you're in the, I don't know what to tell you, man. You are literally with the people that will do the worst stuff. I've had a lot of people leave because of that. It's weird. Some people go, oh, I'm leaving because of the trolls. But then I see them over on Drew's chat in the same group of people. And then other chats in like the same group. And I'm like, those are the same people. It's the same audience. What the hell are you talking about? The funny thing is, these troll people purposely attack you so you'll leave my show. That's the point. And then you let them do it. And then you let them win. It's fucking hilarious. They win. Every time someone unpatrons and goes, oh, I'm leaving because I can't deal with the heat or somebody's attacking me. Yeah, they're doing it because they want you to leave my channel and they want you to leave Patreon. And they want you to stop donating to me. That's why they do it. You know what I mean? So honestly, like anybody that fucking is like, oh, I'm worried, you know, it's kind of like, well, you just helped them. So you literally just gave them what they wanted. So it's kind of fucking hilarious. When people go, oh, you know, I left because of the trolls. Well, guess what? I'm not even talking about Junebug at all. I'm not talking about you, Junebug. I'm talking about lots of other people. They're like, oh, I left because of the trolls. Yeah, well, they wanted you to leave. So they're smiling and laughing right now that you left. That's what they wanted. So that's what they got, bro. By the way, we are back to 307 patrons. But, you know, again, I got to figure out a way to get us back to 400 because we got to get back to 400. I mean, that's really what it comes down to. 350 is great, but I need to try to get back to 400. I got a lot of big things coming up this week. Does anybody know how many people are in here? Because this fucking thing won't tell me how many people are in here. It won't tell me how many people are here. It won't tell me shit. I can't read the chat. This thing is fucking frozen. It's all fucked up. None of this fucking works. Yeah, too sweet. A lot of women get chased off by them, no doubt about it. A lot of women get chased off by the trolls. No doubt about it. I can't read the chat, so sorry, man. I can barely read it. I wanted to be able to read the chat so I could react and talk to you guys about all this stuff, but the chat's fucked. Maybe I'll just go inside, man. Maybe I'll put the stream on hold and I'll go inside. Oh, 100 people. Thanks, Bullfrog. Thanks, Drew. Thanks, Mike. Thanks, JR. I got it now, guys. I got like 900 messages just now. Like, okay, we got about 100 people. That's not bad. It's just too bad I can't see shit. Streamlabs had a big update on their phone app, and it's all fucked up, dude. I'm gonna call them later. I actually have the number of one of the owner, one of the guys who owns it. I'm gonna call him later. I'll always call him on my cell phone. Yeah, I mean, I'm just gonna give him feedback. I'm just gonna say, hey man, I did a stream earlier. It was fucked. Like, this is fucked looking. Like, dude, everything is jittering everywhere. It looks like shit. They're amazing though, what they've done, you know what I mean? And I told them, you know what I mean, without them, like, I don't know. I mean, I would have gone with that other company originally because they were doing the same thing. I think they still do it too, but, you know, obviously this was a big deal. So without these guys, I wouldn't, you know what I mean? You guys wouldn't be interacting the way you interact. I wouldn't be able to survive and do my work and stuff like that. I would have never had a part-time job. It's amazing how, you know, people have changed lives, how Streamlabs, and, you know, how Patreon and other things like that have changed people's lives. You know what I mean? It's kind of crazy. So it's weird looking at the camera right now, though, because I'm all jittery and freezing. So I keep, like, stuttering. Like, what am I looking at? What the fuck is this? Like, it's freezing and stuttering and shit like that. I know that you guys are probably like, what do you, just talk about The Undertaker. But it's like, I can't process this. It's so fucking weird. But Junebug, man, thank you, bro. Anytime you want to come on, man, Junebug, me, you, and Bullfrog. I think we should do that podcast again, Junebug. So, Junebug, let me know, man. You just gotta stay in touch. Hit me up. You know that I'll talk to you anytime, bro. But you are dealing with some of the people that will be the worst of the worst, you know? It looks normal to you, yeah. Okay, that's good. At least it's normal to you guys. Obviously, it's not normal to me because I'm freaking out about it. Thank you for the new DanH&Cora donation. I like the 1999 Karen one. I think that's my favorite. Yeah, it's so stuttering, bro. Yeah, it's a really nice day out, so I am going to go back outside, try to get one last half hour in playtime with the kids out back. What's it, 3 o'clock? Yeah, so by 3:40. I meant to go live at 2 p.m. I wanted to be live at 2. I didn't get live then at all because yeah, maybe I'll go live. Maybe I'll go in the house and I'll go live. I'll just go live on my desktop. Did you watch? I don't know what that is. Wrestling training. What is that, bro? I don't know what that is. What up, wrestling training? Thanks for the sub, Max, too. Thanks for subbing. It didn't alert us because you got a private account. But what's going on, bro? Junebug, love you, buddy. I'm trying to see comments, but it's hard, you know, because again, it's blinking on and off with like old stuff. Couldn't I just hop on the PC? C-Man said, yeah, I could just hop on the PC. I guess I could go inside and just do that and just suck it up. I'm trying to be outside, man. Like that's why I always do these outdoor streams. I've done them for like 7 years now. I remember when I used to do them at work. Do you remember that? I used to have an hour lunch break when I used to work as a customer service manager. And some of you guys remember, but most of you don't. But I would leave work at like 12 o'clock for lunch, or 11 a.m. or whatever it was, and I would take an hour lunch. So I would drive up the street. I would order my lunch while at work, drive up the street real quick, pick it up, hop in the car, eat my food, and then go live in the car a lot of times. Or record a podcast in the car. And I'd get about 45 minutes of time in the truck or whatever, and then I'd run back in and be a manager again. And it was, I wasn't even a manager. I was like originally I was just like a customer service rep. But I got sort of like the management. Dude, everything I do in life, like everything, especially every job I've ever had, every job I ever have, I always end up being somebody who's like above, like at the top average. Do you know what I'm saying? Like I never go above average, but I'm always at the top of average, if that makes any sense. In everything. I've said this a million times. It's so weird. In sales, it's like in sales, I would always be the guy that's at the top of the average people, but I would never like jump into the upper echelon of like insane. Like where there would be a sales guy who it's like, this guy just crushes the whole thing. We don't know how he does it. You know the guy where they give you the example when they first hire you, if anybody ever did sales, you know when they tell you like Scott Armstrong makes $150,000 a year. And it's like, really, holy shit. It's like, well, hey, you know, welcome to the job. You guys are going to love it. You can make, you know, you're going to make $30,000 at least, somewhere between $30,000, but you could make up to $150,000 a year. And many of the reps make 60, you know, and you're like, wow, this job sounds like it's too good to be true. And then you start working the job and really you make like $38,000, and like you find out that the average person makes $35,000, and that you're making 40, and the guy Scott whatever Armstrong, he's making 100,000. And you're like, wow, I'm never gonna, like, this is fucking crazy. So, like, I would be the guy that would hit, like, 45,000. And, like, the average person wasn't making more than 40, but I was making 45. But then Scott Armstrong is making that 100K, and other people are making, like, 80K and shit like that. So, I would always be that type of guy. Even in my customer service job, where I became, like, almost a manager, I was, like, originally, I was just doing emails, and then I was doing phone calls and emails, and then I started doing, yo, thank you for the sub, man. What's going on? I can't read the name, but Ballard something. What's up, Ballard? Meebia? What's up, Ballard Meebia? We're going to get back to the Undertaker thing, too, in a minute, by the way. But that got thrown out. That was the one he signed before he left and went to WCW. They tore that up. But yeah, dude, when I worked in customer service, I became like the guy who quality assurance, and I checked all the other customer services calls. So I would listen to the other reps' calls, and I would coach them, and I would, you know, I'd be basically I'd have access to the computers when the managers went home. I was the one who ran the floor. If something went down, I was the person. If there was a customer problem and the person on the phone had to escalate it to a supervisor, I was the supervisor. So it's like, even that, there was like 2 main managers and then a head manager, like the top boss, then 2 managers, top boss, and then I was like the person on deck. If a manager was gone, I was in that role. So it's weird, like I always do that. I always hit that, like the best of average, you know what I mean, in everything. You know what I mean? And then that's about it. I'm not ever quite the guy that can lead. You know what I mean? It's weird. Which is interesting. It's almost in everything. So Joe Cronin, a 7 out of 10 assurance. What up, villain? I've been watching a lot of Brady and the Buccaneers. I love Brady, man, and so I hope he does well, man. I don't blame him for leaving. I think Belichick and the coaching and all the people here in New England were just fucking acting weird and not doing the right thing, and I think he got sick of it, and I think he went, you know, you guys are fucking crazy. You know what I mean? These are my last years. I'm fucking Tom Brady, and these are my last years. All right? I am a fucking, like, a once-in-a-lifetime quarterback. These are my last years. But you treat it like I am just some quarterback and you can plug in anybody. And then you bring in these shit bums, and then you have an offensive line that sucks, and you won't even go and get me a wide receiver. You know, and then you took away the one guy that was fire because maybe he touched some women's pussies. I don't know. So I think Tom Brady said, you know, fuck this, go fuck yourselves. And so I don't blame him. I don't fucking blame him, man. Belichick is a weird fuck. It's like working for Joe. It's like working with me. I'm a weird fuck. Like, it's like, I'm busy with my kids. There's all this stuff going on in the house. I'm coming to shows. Crazy. I don't even know how I do this. That's the same thing. And so it's like, Belichick is awesome. I love Belichick. I love the Patriots. But I can see how Brady said, fucking, oh my God, dude, I need to get out of this. This is my last years. You know what I mean? And I still can't see the chat, really. So if you guys want a super chat to say something, that'd be awesome. I don't want you to have to spend your money to say something, though. I wish the fucking chat worked. I'm sorry it doesn't work for you. Or it doesn't work for me, it works for you guys. I guess I can just go inside in a minute and just try to go back and read comments for you. I know it's tough out there, and not everybody can just drop a couple bucks every second. But this is fucked. If you guys could see my screen, it's just frozen, basically, and I'm talking. I don't even know if I'm here. 480p looks good. Joe Fix LDS, I don't know what that is. What's up, Wrestling Training? Keith Richardson, what's up, Jake Roberts, how you doing?
It was back in the day. Vince tried to butt plug me. I fucked my own asshole.
But thank you for subbing, man. I know that you are private, so it probably didn't alert me to your sub, but I see you, so appreciate the sub, dude. And we'll probably talk a lot about this Undertaker situation throughout the weeks. Tomorrow night is AEW. We're going to be live for the AEW review reaction. So tomorrow night's going to be a big party for AEW. Saturday night AEW party. The election stuff, we're obviously going to do some of that tonight. This will be probably the final night, hopefully, of the election stuff. We'll kind of know who won, you know, for sure, you know, before knowing who won. It's a lie. Sting will confront him. Yeah, Steve Langenheim. It's a great point, man. It's a very good point. People think Sting's going to show up in AEW and shit like that. So that's a big deal. Good Lord, is this new app horrible. I mean, it's bad. This is so bad, bro. It's so bad, dude. Let me see if I can...
Super chat.
I can't see the chat.
What's up with this voting fraud?
Yo, Villain, what's up, Villain? So... Listen, man, I obviously always think there's something fishy going on with the government and everything that's going down, right? But at the same time, dude, you know, I don't know. I'm waiting to see the proof of numbers and what's really going on. You know, they're finding little things here or there, and everything looks weird, but it's nothing that I haven't seen in the past. I saw a lot of the same stuff. I mean, we've never seen them board up windows but we've also never seen mobs of people outside angry trying to bang on the glass and shit. What the fuck is that? Is that a bug? Oh my god, what a weird bug that was that just crawled across my thing. Villain, thank you for the $2, man. But tonight we'll talk a little bit about the election stuff. But I think we're going to start to taper off with the election, and I'm going to start to do videos more on Shame on News, which is my, like, sort of news comedy channel. Make sure you guys sub to Shame on News, because at some point Corrupted Nation may end, and I may just go fully to Shame on News. So if you haven't subbed on there, please do that. Sleepy Joe is president, probably. It looks like it. I think Sleepy Joe will be killed, or will die, or will leave. All right. This app just crashed, so let me just go back inside because this app is all jacked up. Yo, you guys can still hear me probably. I'm just going live on this thing since this thing is fucked up. Ladies and gentlemen, we are about to go live. Hold on, give me a minute. I know it's probably dark right now for you. Let me try to go live. There we go. Alrighty, let's see what's up. Hey now. You want to see it? Can you guys hear me? Give me the thumbs up, baby. Give me the thumbs up in the chat. Well, I tried to get some at least I got some sunlight, you know what I mean? I got to get it. I play with my kids for an hour and a half outside, and then that was enough.
Shortstop, lol.
You're still my shortstop. I'm MVP baseball. Villain. Thank you, Villain. Let me try to get the. Hold on a second. Let me get Streamlabs up. Yeah, dude, I'm gonna bring back MVP baseball because I've actually been dying to play myself. I saw Junebug playing earlier, and I was like, yeah, I got to get that going again. I really got to get that going again. So yeah, I'm gonna bring back MVP baseball. So you're right. I do want to play too. I'm gonna take the people off the team that are no longer $25 patrons. And I'm going to add the people that are $25 patrons that want to sign up. So I'm going to open that up again so you guys can be on that again, be on the team. I thought it was really fun. And now that because remember when I started the office, I was fixing my office and I was doing the wall and the flooding and the rain and stuff was leaking in. Everything was leaking in. So I fixed everything just about. So now I can do it again because I can put my Xbox up on the shelf, and I'm going to create a shelf over here. And set it up. I'm doing everything by hand because I have tons of wood. I'm out of money, right? I'm out of money to spend on fixing things. I'm out of money, but I have tons of wood. That sounds hilarious. I'm gonna build a wooden shelf, and I can build whatever with this wood because it's horrible looking. It's not the right wood, but I can build stuff with it. Like I built Leah's shelf in the laundry room, and it looks ridiculous. It's like the worst fucking thing you've ever seen.
And I'm a horrible, like, I'm not a good handyman. I'm a terrible carpenter type of person, but you know what I mean? I've fixed the toilets. I've fixed this and that in this house. I've fixed a ton of shit. And between me and Leah, we got stuff fixed because Leah's smart. And it always seems like when Leah doesn't know what the fuck she's doing, I know what to do. And it always seems like when I don't know what the fuck to do, Leah knows what to do. It's weird. We work out that way really well as a couple. And then, of course, if we don't know what to do together, then we call her dad because he knows what to do. So all else fails, we call her dad. The good thing was, even though my father taught me a lot about computers and got me into wrestling, and one of the things that I talked about was my dad I watched the debut of The Undertaker. I didn't watch it on the debut. I watched it a few days later or whatever with my dad. It was like weeks later, actually. But the Undertaker debuted in, 92 or whatever. My dad died in 1992. He died on November 22nd, 1992. That's when my dad died. November 1992. So it's really weird that date always comes up to me. So it's a very sort of meaningful date to me. So the Undertaker, retiring and stuff like that, I always attribute it a little bit like that to my dad and stuff like that. So very interesting stuff. Guys, we're live, right? Everything's working. We're good. Everything's cool. Just want to make sure everything's good. So this has been a weird stream early on because I was supposed to be live at 2 o'clock with it, and Streamlabs updated the phone, and they fucked everything up, so I'm sorry about that. Colleen says that transition was great. Oh, you like that? J-Rod says, I'm back. What's up? What happened to the stream? We're back, right? We're good, right? Nothing happened to the stream, right? We're good? We're good to go? Did something happen to the stream? Is that why 30 people dropped off? Are we good? I think The Undertaker debuted in like 1990 or something like that. So I saw it with my dad, and then after that, died a couple years later. So my dad was into Star Trek, and my dad was into sci-fi, and my dad was into Red Sox baseball. So I really have that sort of wrestling baseball connection. You guys know your fathers and parents and stuff like that. And yeah, so it's crazy. Let me see here if I can make this work. Let me see. I'm sorry.
Super chat. Super chat.
So monetize this returning to Joe Cronin show?
What's up, villain? I don't know about that. I'm not really sure about that. But what I will say is I do have a new format coming. I have a new show coming. I have a lot of new things coming, but I'm not doing too much. I'm trying to focus on keeping it going. I think the Meant to Offend podcast is going to be a thing, but I don't yet know 100%. So I think I'm going to be doing Meant to Offend, and I'm just going to be a fuckhead, you know what I mean, on that show. And then I got Bullfrog coming in for Honestly and maybe other whatever the hell else we got to do. I think Cup of Joe is stupid because everybody's there's like a million Cup of Joes, so I think it'd be funny to be Joe of Cup, the Joe of Cup podcast. Then put my head in the middle of a cup or something. I don't know, something like that. Asan Ansab says, if Undertaker not comes, I'm coming your home. What's going on? Asan Ansab. Well, he's coming on Survivor Series. He's coming a Survivor Series. Allah's coming. I think The Undertaker Final Farewell is just more clickbait, false red herring from Vince McMahon, a.k.a. Hitler Napoleon. We shall see. Daryl, you're probably right, brother. Sith Neegan, you're probably right, dude. 2 Joes, 1 cup. That's a good one, too. 2 Joes, 1 cup. I like that one, too. 2 Joes and 1 cup, brother. That's fucking hilarious. Dude, thank you, bro, for that. What's up, man? We might have to bring the crayon back again. I'm gonna down a bunch of crayon tonight on Monetize This. Monetize This is gonna be a lot of fun. Okay? Shit, hold on a second. I was supposed to call somebody. Fuck. I didn't know he was going live. Hold on a minute. Give me a minute. I gotta make a phone call. You guys are all gonna be with me on the phone call. Lady in Red. The Undertaker. What do you guys think about The Undertaker? How should The Undertaker's career come to an end? That's what I want to know from you guys. Let me know. I'm going to play those donations that got missed, so don't worry if you dropped a couple bucks. I'm going to play them. What do you guys think The Undertaker should have been doing? How do you think he should have gone about it? I would love to know what you guys think about that. Let me know, brother. Let me know what you guys think. Dude, I am sick of the games, but at this point, it's like a joke, right? At this point, it's a joke with The Undertaker. Vince is milking it for all it's worth. Listen, I'm like this too. I would milk things a million ways if you could. All right? You know what I mean? You always got to be thinking to the next thing. My problem is like, even I believe the same thing. That you know what I mean? I come up with little ideas here or there. Okay, I come up with the belt. Okay, for years on Monetize This, we did just points, right? Oh, who's got the points? Hey, people donate. You know, back in 2015 when we started the donations, you know, people would donate and we would just get donations. And I said, you know, that's cool. We're doing a show and then donations would come in. But I was like, let's have fun with it. And like, people would be like, I love Jesse. Jesse's better than Leah. Fuck you, Leah. Jesse's right. And then I'd be like, all right, Jesse versus Leah. And I'd put their names up on the board. Who gets more? And it was just a joke. And then people would be like, I give points to Leah. And I'm like, okay, $1's worth 1 point, I guess, or whatever. And we would just do our show, barely ever speak about it. People would donate the points. And then it was like, dude, a couple years later, you know, that was kind of like, we would get hundreds of dollars in donations for nothing. At the end of the night, nothing happened. It would be like, oh, Leah won the points tonight. Okay, good night, everybody. That's all it was. There was no belt. There was no belts. There was no crowns. There was no nothing. It was just me, you know, Leah, Jesse, whoever the fuck else was on the show. And people would fucking drop tons of donations just to support the show. And, hey, give 50 points to Leah. Give 20 to Joe. Give this to whatever the fuck. And at the end of the night, nothing happened. It was just, hey, I won the points tonight. All right, good night, everybody. And then it became, dude, what if we brought in a belt and we did that whole thing? And it was like, I had that idea. And then after a while, when the belt thing ran its course, it was like, okay, I'm doing this thing with the wheel and spinning the wheel on Sundays. Let's just bring that to Monetize This. And that rejuvenated things. And then everything jumped up. And, we're still doing it, but now the belt's looking like it's coming back, and that's interesting. So there's just always, if you're going to do an 8-hour show on YouTube, a 5 to 8 hour show on Friday nights, you know what I mean? You're going to get hours long of conversation, serious conversation, comedy, political, fights, goofy shit, just whatever the hell, right? So you have that background layer though of funny things going on with the donations. So that's all great. But you know what I mean? But you always got to be adding something new, and that's what I think that we always do here. But overall, I would like there to be a big improvement coming to everything, and I think I need that, and that is coming. And I've got this new show coming that's going to be me and 1 or 2 other people, and I'm going to have guests. It's going to be every week. I'm going to have guests every week. It's going to be a new person, somebody writing a book, somebody filming a movie, somebody in Hollywood, somebody in the entertainment business, and I've already got a ton of guests lined up, and we're about to shoot or record them all. And so it's going to be great to do this. We got so many interesting people coming on. I've got a lot of contacts. I spend a lot of time doing this in the background that you guys don't know about. I have it's just going to be a lot of fun. And so I'm looking forward to it. Lots of comedians, lots of people who are banned on places and things like that. And, it's going to be a wild time. And so that's the new thing that's coming that I think you're going to like. Jesse had a great idea the other day for a show that we're also going to be doing, or a little segment that we're going to be doing, Monetize This. We'll talk about that later. I'll tell you what it is later. It's a great idea. But going back to The Undertaker, bring me your Undertaker questions, and we'll talk more about Undertaker. And we'll see what's up. Let me see if I can get my phone to turn back on again. On the SmackDown after WrestleMania 37, Undertaker proclaims Aleister Black as the new gatekeeper of the dark side and the new phenom of the WWE. Daryl, I would like that if I didn't know that Vince just treats Aleister Black like a fuckhead. You know what I mean? we always said this, right? That the Undertaker would be the Doctor Who of WWE. Imagine if the Undertaker passed his essence off to somebody else and somebody else became the Undertaker. You know what I mean? Or the Underslayer or something like that. You know what I mean? And they were the new Undertaker. Essentially, like his essence went into them. I know that sounds fucking retarded and like ridiculous, but it's like that could be something that happens, like for real. I wouldn't put it past Vince to do it. Be like, Vince, you ever seen the show Doctor Who? No, what the hell are you talking about? You know, it's the Doctor, and he always gets reincarnated. You never know when it's going to happen. But you know that would get crazy, right? And it would kind of tarnish the Undertaker, wouldn't it? Do you know what I mean? To like, oh, I'm the third Undertaker. You know, that feels fucking... As exciting as that sounds, and actually kind of a good idea it is, it's also a horrific idea, right? So even though it's a great idea in a way, and I kind of think it's very interesting, it's a fucking ridiculous. Like, that could really, really be a problem. You know what I mean? Like, that could really be a problem. I'm telling somebody about something about Streamlabs. NickY is going to become the Red Sox manager again. And I saw that yesterday. Everybody sent it to me. He should have never not been the manager, to be honest. He should have never been fucking not the manager of the Red Sox. It's fucking bullshit. The whole thing is stupid that he even left anyway. They probably had to suck him off to get him back because they should have never left. He should have never been gone. Ever been gone. Shout out to the Junebug, baby. What's up, Junebug? But yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Justin Delin, thanks for coming back to the Patreon. My Son Champion, thanks for coming a $25 producer again. Joe question, have you ever thought about getting a tablet or an iPad so when you're traveling in your car you don't have problems with your phone? Yeah, that's not a bad idea. But if I get a tablet, it would only work if it's connected to the Wi-Fi, though. I'd have to be connected to the Wi-Fi if I was rocking the tablet, right? So, I don't know. Let me jump back on the donos here. Junebug, thank you for the 316.
Give it a hell yeah! Joe, bring back MVP Baseball Patreon members. I'm still your shortstop, lol.
Oh, that was yours. Okay, that did play earlier. Junebug, thank you, Junebug. Yeah, you're my shortstop, dude.
Junebug is my shortstop.
If you guys haven't seen my MVP Baseball plays, you can see it on Evil Spectrum 3, my gaming channel. I play full games, I do the commentary, and you guys are on the team. It's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun, bro. And that's coming back too. I'm dying to play it again. I'm dying to fucking play. And I had a lot of fun with you guys playing that game. I think I played 4 games total, and the team is still alive. So it was a lot of fun. I love doing the commentary. I love hooking the old original Xbox up. If this game is backwards compatible to the new Xbox, I will probably at some point maybe get the new Xbox.
And the out is made. But, yeah, Veritek hitting really well this season. Here comes John.
There's John. There's ConstipatedRock.
ConstipatedRock, his first at-bat of the season. Faces off against Mussina, who's Mike Mussina is really a tough pitcher here to bat against.
Mike Mussina.
2 foul balls, another one. ConstipatedRock fouls it off.
This shit was hilarious, bro.
This one up, foul.
Is this Debe's stanky pussy?
Reclaim.
Watch this. It's Drew Bar.
He's out. Drew Bar.
Our buddy Drew Bar.
1 for 3 today. And Drew Bar goes to the opposite field. It's going way back. It's gone. A home run for Drew Bar. And the Red Sox reclaim the lead in New York Yankee Stadium.
I remember this. It was Yankees Red Sox. I was playing, and it was like a battle. I turned the computer on like fucking crazy. I put the computer on insane difficulty. Okay, when I play MVP baseball, And I like to get rid of the strike zone too. I don't like seeing the strike zone. So I get rid of the strike zone and I get rid of the vibration. You know when it tells you when you're outside the strike zone and it vibrates? I think that's cheating. I think that's bullshit. You're fucking moving the cursor and it tells you, oh, you're outside the strike zone, it's vibrating. It's like, fuck that, dude. So I just get rid of that. So you have to guess where your thumb is and where the strike zone is. So much more fun when you do that. Like, I don't know if they do that in the new MLB The Show, but, dude, they should totally do that in MLB The Show. Because that's the shit, dude. That is the shit. And now the dog's freaking out. Drew Bar versus T-Bar would be great. Why do you prefer Xbox over PlayStation? I just don't vibe with the games as much, and I don't like the PS controller for sports games anymore, Daryl. A lot of you guys know my gaming history already, but, I'll talk about it a little bit here since we're on it. Did I get all the donations, though? Yeah, I did. Okay, cool. Ballard Mebia, thank you for the sub. What's going on? Shout out to the villain, man. Thank you. I think I got everybody. Okay, cool. I just want to make sure. What's going on, Garguts? What's going on, brother? What's going on, brother? Junebug, I would take every one of those names and I would forward those. I would just start creating a case with somebody, Just go to Google and the government. And just kind of like, you know what I mean? I would do that, bro. I'd just file a harassment charge, bro. I'm bringing my car to get it fixed right now. What's up, J-Rod? Yeah, man, I had to get a nail out of my car tire the other day. The Undertaker. Let me know what you think. But yeah, so I when I grew up as a kid in the 80s, I was a little baby in the 80s, right? 84 I was born, so it was about 1989, 88 or 89 that I was starting to beg for like video games. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, I was 5. I was 5 years old when I started asking for video games, and my parents were like, nah, no, whatever. And I was begging for a Nintendo, and one day, I've already told this story, but one day my dad just said to my mom, he was like, let's go get it. And my mom was like, are you serious? And he was like, yeah. And we were driving, we were on our way home, and we just pulled into, like, I think it was Bradley's, which doesn't exist anymore. We pulled into Bradley's, and we just got it. And it was like a big shocker for me, man. So I was a Nintendo guy right there. What's up, Leah?
I just caught Finn like this close from doing a deadly jump.
Really?
Yeah.
Why, like on the house out back?
Well, I walked by and he's playing on the trampoline, so I'm like, all right, good. So I go and I get a drink or whatever, then I walk back to the window and he had positioned the slide like this, and he was at the top of the slide like this, and I opened up the door and I was like, no. He was like, okay. And he got down.
I caught him climbing the thing again.
Yeah.
I'm going to take it down, I think. My son's going to be a daredevil mountain climber. So Finn just like builds things to jump off and climb. He's insane. So yeah, man, we got that Nintendo, and then I never got Super. I played everything. Let me make it clear. I played everything because I at least rented the systems from the stores, or I always had friends that had the other systems. Okay, so I'd always go over their houses and play the other systems a lot. So I've played every system a ton. We rented them, all these things. But I never owned a Super Nintendo. So I had a regular Nintendo. Then I played a lot of PC, tons of PC video games. In fact, I had PC video games before anything, I think. I think I played like, what was the one where, who remembers this? God, it's escaping my mind right now. What was the one where you had you were like the space fighter, and you would go left and right, and you could hit space bar, and it would shoot like the pew 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 pew, and all the guys would start building up at the top of their ships, and you'd have to kill them all before they ran into you or shot you or whatever the fuck it was. What the hell was that called? I forget. Anyway, that was the PC game that I played before anything. Then Mario, Nintendo, and then after that it was Sega Genesis. I love Sega Genesis. And then when PlayStation 1 came out, dude, I was fully into PlayStation 1. It's one of my favorites all time, no doubt about it. PlayStation 1. Absolutely no doubt about it. The PlayStation 1 is my shit. Like, no doubt, bro. PlayStation 1 is my friggin' shit. Space Invaders, probably, yeah, I think it's Space Invaders, Daryl. It's got to be Space Invaders. But it was like on a Tandy 1000 computer, and on an old Tandy 1000 computer, which is like the screen is only green, right? It's like that green color, white, green and white or whatever, and you're just like boom, 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 you're hitting the space bar. And then there was a little joystick too. So those were my first video games was on a computer. And it was great. I loved it, man. It was like 1980, whatever the fuck. I think I was about 4 or 5 years old when I started playing video games on a Tandy 1000. And I don't know, man, if you can even find a Tandy. I was really mad at my mother when she threw the Tandy 1000 out or sold it or whatever it was, because I was like, man, I wanted to keep that computer forever. And I see other Tandy 1000s with color screens, but I had a Tandy 1000, I think, and the Tandy that I had, it never fucking had a color screen. It never had a color screen, so I don't know where these other, I'm looking them up and Googling them, and I see color, and it's like, dude, I never remember a Tandy having a color. I never remember it having color. It was always green. I mean, maybe I'm crazy. What's up, Leah? I know. Tandy 1000. I'm not live for much longer. Yeah, I remember this. I don't remember it ever being anything but green. I just don't. I'm looking it up and I see all these pictures of it with colors, and it's like, I don't remember these colors. You know what I mean? In fact, I see the Apple, and like that reminds me more of the Tandy, because it had that green shit color look like that. But we didn't even have this. You know, when I saw this in school, I was like, wow, this computer is like wicked futuristic. I got an old Tandy piece of shit at home. You know, these apples are amazing. Like, that's what I remember thinking, because the apples were new, and the schools had gotten the apples. The Apple II and all those other ones. Crazy. Joe, that's crazy. I always thought you were in your 40s. You did? What the fuck? Usually people think I'm 28. People think I'm in my fucking... People tell me they think I'm in my 30s or 29s. But you're the first person to tell me you thought I was in my 40s. Shout out to Bradley's. What up, Clam Baked? Yeah, man. If you want, hit the join button down below. You can become a member. We'll get you in the green. We'll try to get back to 100 or whatever. Leah's hungry. I don't know, man. I don't know. I'll have to make something. I'm gonna make some eggs or something like that. What do you think about the? What's up, GARGUTS? Tonight's gonna be nuts. I'll monetize this. Monetize this is live tonight over on Corrupted Nation. The Undertaker. So is Sting gonna show up and surprise us all? The Undertaker's farewell. It's actually Sting crashing it, and he's gonna challenge the Undertaker. That's why they removed all his stuff a long time ago, or a week ago. And they want people to think that he's going to show up in AEW. Will Sting not show up anywhere? Maybe Sting doesn't show up anywhere. Maybe that's what it is. Wrestling training, yes, I did play SmackDown Here Comes the Pain. That was a big game, man. I actually didn't have a PlayStation 2. I bought a PlayStation 2 in 2005. Or 2006 or 5, I forget. But I elected to go with an Xbox in 2001. So I got an Xbox, and I never looked back. When I got Halo, dude, I couldn't believe that fucking thing. When I got Halo, I was just, in 2001, I was like, wow, dude. And the games that were coming out for Xbox were so good. There wasn't a lot of games for original Xbox. But there were so many good games that came out that it was like, holy shit, dude, this is crazy. But PlayStation was crushing it. They were already killing it. And they had so many games, dude. PlayStation had 1 million games that came out. And even games that weren't that good were good. Like, PlayStation was just rocking it. PlayStation 2 rocked it, dude. There were so many goddamn games. But I was so interested in the Xbox. Although they didn't have as many games, like, they had interesting stuff going on in it. And it looked better. And the Duke controller, I started liking the Duke controller, but I was Originally, I was like, I can't believe they made a controller this fucking big. But the best controller of all time, no doubt about it to me, the greatest controller of all time is the Xbox 360 controller. That fucking controller is the shit. Otherwise, I would have said PlayStation. I think the PlayStation controller is great, but that Xbox 360, that thing was a beast. And while I like the Xbox One controller, I like the Xbox Elite controller. But the Xbox controller that's $60 is a piece of shit. It sucks. So you have to buy the Xbox Elite. But the Xbox Elite is like $150. So it's like, dude, these people found a way to rig, to screw us, so that we have to pay all this money. So therefore, I got to give Xbox 360 the greatest controller of all time. I'm 36. I'm not 40. I'm 36. Thank God I'm not 40 yet. Joe, do you remember when games Crash Bandicoot and Jack and Baxter? Yeah, I played a lot of Crash Bandicoot, the original Crash Bandicoot. I don't think I really played Crash Bandicoot after the first one. I played the hell out of the first one. Yeah, Sith Neegan, let me know how you would have booked the Undertaker's retirement. At least we were able to go live eventually on the inside. But again, I wanted to be outside, but it's too bad that the damn stream was all jacked up, you know what I mean? I was supposed to be live at 2 o'clock, dude. I got to get out of here in a second because I want to go around outside and be able to play. I want to go play, bro. I want to be a big kid. I want to be a Toys R Us kid, dude. Like, please. Crash Team Racing was good. What was Crash Team Racing? Was like their like Mario Kart, I guess, right? Why is my dog freaking out? Undertaker's final appearance, man. I don't think so. I just don't buy it. Nobody buys it. It's like, dude, it's getting old at this point. But I appreciate that they're trying to do something. A lot of people like SS Tricky, and they like that game. That game was a big deal. I appreciate that they're doing something. Is Sting going to appear? I don't know. You know? Well, everybody, I'm going to get out of here. This was a little bit of a bot stream today because of Streamlabs' update on the phone. It fucked me all up, dude. I'm sorry about that. I hope you hit that like button on the way out. I'll be back with more, and I may be back in a little bit later with more. And then tonight is Monetize This, big thing over on Corrupted Nation tonight, plus the final words on the election tonight. And then on top of that, I'm going to be recording with Bullfrog and some other people. I've got a lot of shows coming and stuff like that, so I hope you guys tune around for that. Stick around for all that shit. And I'll have more to say about this Undertaker topic. I'm going to do another video on it because having all these problems on this stream really kind of discombobulated my thought process, and not being able to see the chat earlier, I really wanted to react to a lot of feedback, and I feel like it got fucked up. So we'll be back later with more. And I will see you guys again in a little while. Look for the alert on Patreon, because YouTube is probably not going to alert you now that I've gone live already. It's given out my one alert. So I'll see you in a few.